This is for Ahmad. I wonder if you can talk about the frustration of all those penalties you guys got tonight.
As a team, you never want to have a lot of penalties. So, I mean, it's very frustrating. And not just speaking for our defense, but as a team as a whole. I mean, that's very frustrating to have as many penalties as we had. You said we had 17. I mean, I don't know very many ball clubs that can win with 17 penalties in one game. And with a good team like that, I mean, what happened tonight is going to happen to you if you have 17 penalties against a team like that.
Before we go to the next question, the Baylor locker room will be open until 11:27. It's 11:10 right now. Open until 11:27. Let's continue here to the left.
Ahmad Joaquin Sanchez, Time Warner Cable News. Bortles, 93 rushing yards, 300 passing yards. How tough was he, obviously, to stop for you guys tonight?
He executed. I mean, I'm not going to take away anything that he did. I mean, he executed every chance he had, every moment he had. He didn't shy away from anything. I mean, he lived up to the hype. I mean, he was everything that everybody said he was. I mean, we just didn't make the plays when our numbers were called. We didn't execute. We really didn't play like ourselves on the defense. Guys weren't tackling as well. Guys were busting coverage. I mean, a lot of things went wrong. I mean, but we're not gonna harp on that. We're gonna learn from it and move forward.
Here in the front.
My question's for Ahmad. Danny Morales of Valencia Voice. You talked about the missed tackles a little bit. Do you think the wet field might have played a little bit of a role in that? Were you guys able to keep your footing throughout the game out there?
Honestly, in a football game, things like that can't matter. And that's something we can't control. We have to go out there and adapt to the situation, adapt to everything. I mean, we can't try to say, oh, we missed tackles because of the field or we missed tackles because of this or that. I mean, we're a football team, and as a defense, that's what we have to do. We have to tackle. We didn't tackle well, so that's what it is.
Here in the front.
Yeah, for Brian Davis, the Austin American Statesman. Can you just talk about their defense? What were your thoughts out there as the game was progressing, and just it never seemed like y'all got clicking like you normally do?
Yeah. I think a lot of that falls back on myself. It's about execution when you go out there. The ball's in my hands every time, and so, when we're not clicking, that's something that I have to take control of. They gotta. I mean, they're very well coached. We knew that going in. We were prepared, and we are disappointed in how we played, especially offensively. Defense got 3 turnovers tonight, which is, if you don't capitalize on turnovers, this is kind of what happened. And so, it's hard to be on the offensive standpoint, I guess, on the offensive side, knowing that it could have been a lot different if things would have executed.
Let's go to the riser.
Sean Gagey, 254 Sports Waco. Bryce, as Coach was talking about, you're one of those guys that's going to be back next year. What's next for you? What's next for this team after coming so far this year, but yet ultimately, not winning this game, not getting your goal? What's after this? What do you guys do next year?
Learn from it. Go back, watch tape, regroup. Like Coach said, this is probably one of the best groups of seniors we've had. So it's disappointing, especially for myself, to know that things could have gone different to send them out with a win. But at the same time, it's college football, so there's going to be a new group of seniors next year. As for myself, being a leader in that group, that I got to make sure that we come back prepared and ready to go. This is not going to define what this program is and where it's going. I think there's a lot of positive steps being made in this program, and so it's my job to make sure that those things happen. And like I said, we'll learn from it.
Let's go to the third row in the aisle.
Cherry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Bryce, you talked about not taking advantage of their defensive turnovers. What happened on the interception? Was that miscommunication, or what happened on that play?
Honestly, just a lack of execution on my part. We've ran that play probably 10 times this year, and it's worked every time. That play is one that you can't force, and I did it, and unfortunately that was the turning point in the game. We needed that to set momentum up for us, and especially it was after a turnover. And so turnovers in the red zone kill an offense, and so It was a lack of execution on my part. Again, I'll learn from it and get better. Won't let it happen again.
Couple more questions.
Lee Small, News Channel 25. Eddie, as a senior, you can't take away a Big 12 championship, but does this not feel like it should the way the season's gone throughout and kind of put a bad taste in your mouth?
I mean, I think we'd be lying if, we said, that wasn't the case. So, it's not a good deal going out, with a loss in a big bowl game like this. And, we didn't execute on defense tonight. And, that when you don't execute and you get to the point of attack and you don't get things done, you can't play good defense. And, I think that's really what happened with us tonight is, we weren't strong at the point of attack.
Final question.
Yeah, Ahmad, Brian Davis from Statesman. As one of the team's leaders and spokesman, so to speak, kind of piggybacking off what Eddie said, does this in any way change how you feel this season has gone? Winning the Big 12 and all the great things that happened, does this damper that to you?
Right now it does. Because we wanted to come out with a W, and we didn't. But in the long run, like Coach Brown said, we won the Big 12. That's what we wanted to do. We got a BCS bowl game. That's what we wanted to do. We made steps towards our goal. We just didn't make the one goal that we set. And like we keep saying, we're going to get better. Even though our seniors are gone, we're going to pass our legacy on to these younger guys, help them learn from this, help them grow from this, and you'll see us back next year.